Assalamualaikum. Hi everybody. It's me again, Okki Mulyadi. In this video, I'm trying to answer some of your questions regarding the capacitor value. I have received so many questions, something like this. I have a car with this kind of engine capacity. I want to install your simple plasma ignition. Can you give me the exact value of the capacitor that I need? Or I have a motorcycle with this kind of engine capacity. How many capacitors do I need? The short answer is I don't know. The long answer is it depends on the power of your ignition system. Okay? Here I have three capacitors. This one has capacitance of 100 picofarad. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, and these two are identical. This is 200 picofarad capacitor. Okay, now I'm going to show you my setup. This is my power supply. This is the interrupter circuit with potentiometer so that I can adjust the pulse frequency. Okay, and this is my ignition coil. Okay, and this is the spark plug. Now I'm going to turn on the power supply. Oh, wait a minute. What I want to do is to write down the power needed to run the ignition system with this different capacitance value. Okay, the first test would be without capacitor. The second test with 100 picofarad capacitor. The third is with 200 picofarad. The fourth is with the 400 picofarad. And then the last one is with the 500 picofarad. Okay, and then we can see the power needed to run these configurations. Okay. Now I'm going to turn on the power supply. I'm going to set to the highest frequency or RPM in a real engine, and then set the voltage. Okay, I think 7 volts is enough. This is the lowest setting. This is the highest setting, and then I'm going to write down, if you want to see the spark is very weak. I'm going to turn off the light if you want. Okay, now you can see the spark. Again, the voltage is 7.0 volt, and then the current is 0.17 amps. Okay, I'm going to turn off the power supply, and then add this 100 picofarad capacitor. Okay, now I'm setting the pulse frequency to the lowest, and I'm going to turn on the power supply. Now you see the sparks. Here you can see the voltage is the same, 7.0, and now I'm going to set the pulse frequency to the highest. Now you can see that the spark is not good. Okay, if I lower the frequency, okay, you see the spark is much better. Again, I'm going to set to the highest frequency, and then set the voltage. Okay, now we have a stable spark. Okay, now it's 7.7 volts. Okay, and then the current is 0.19. Okay, I'm going to turn off the power supply, and then put the 200 picofarad capacitor. Turn on the power supply. Oh, sorry. Set the frequency to the lowest setting. Turn on the power supply. Okay. Set the frequency to the highest setting. Now you can imagine this happens to your engine. Okay, I set to the highest frequency. There's no spark. I reduce the frequency. It's there. Okay, now I'm going to set to the highest frequency and then set the voltage. Set the frequency to any position. Now I'm going to write down the value. It's 9.7 0.31 amps. Okay. Turn this off. Set the frequency to the lowest setting, and then I'm going to put second capacitor to get 400 picofarad. Okay. Okay. Set the frequency and then turn on the power supply. Okay. Set the frequency to the highest position. Okay. There's no spark. I'm going to lower the frequency. Now I'm going to set the this is the highest position. Now I'm going to set the voltage. Frequency to any position. Okay. engine would be any RPM, okay? From 0 to high. Now I'm going to, okay, sorry. Write down the position, turn off the power supply, and then I'm going to add this capacitor to get this value 500 picofarad. Okay. I'm going to turn on the power supply. Set the frequency to the highest position. Okay, it's not stable. I'm going to set the voltage. Now you can see that higher capacitance needs higher ignition power, and lower capacitance needs lower ignition power. And there is one more parameter that you have to taken into account. In a real engine, you have compression. Okay, the higher the air compression, it is more difficult for the spark to jump. Okay, so for example, an engine with higher compression ratio needs stronger ignition power. Okay, it's like if you add these capacitors for the lower compression engine. So for the forced induction engine, like turbocharged engine or supercharged engine, it will be more difficult. That's why you need very good ignition system with higher power to get it to run at higher RPM. Okay, I think that's it for now. Again, this is my setup, and this is our test result. You can calculate yourself the needed power for different capacitance value. Okay, until next video, bye bye.